Hello everyone, my name is Cetus and welcome back to my Let's Play of Europa Eurosales 4 for Italy. As one would expect when trying to create Italy, we are down messing around with Egypt, trying to take the Nile River. It's not actually Egypt yet, but I always think of this as Egyptian land. And in that endeavor, we are in midway fighting through this war and we're doing really well. We have demolished their army a few times. We've taken their capital and a few other places. We are over here. We've taken some of one of their allies. We are thinking of vassalizing them. There's a couple of reasons I was thinking of doing that. Having someone who maintains an army down here could be useful. I mean, it wouldn't be enough to stop the Ottomans because the Ottomans are terrifying and giant. But, you know, it's something down here if revolts and stuff happen. Also, I wouldn't have to spend all the admin power on coring stuff if I take a ton, because I could take the core here that I want and then maybe give these guys a bunch of this territory. We'll see how we feel, though. For now, we just crushed their army, and we're going to try and chase it down and catch it before it recovers morale. Don't actually know where it went. Oh, there we go. I think there's some territory here I can't see. And then we just stack wiped them, which is glorious. So let's pause. We can invest in an idea. Morale of armies. Gorgeous. We'll take that. I'm also going to take advantage of our money, buy a couple cheap units. By cheap, I mean expensive mercenaries. And they're just going to help us siege out. So we're going to keep our main army together. I'm curious if it'll actually let me explore this without an explorer. Siege that, please. It will. Interesting. Okay, go this way. And we're going to take that last province. So they're trying to rebuild their army. They want a peace deal, but I don't want a peace deal with them. We're going to put these two together because there's a lot of little stacks sitting around. We were hoping to get their allies. Okay, good. We're going to catch this army because we don't want them to rebuild. We don't want to deal with that. We're getting a too many military leaders prompt, so we're going to get rid of this not very good one. Because as far as we're concerned, he's fired. We did catch this army, which is good. Don't let them rebuild. Importing iron, we can gain to more concilium or military power, and Austria likes us. Military power is nice. Where is trade? I'm looking for... Here we go. We have 13%. And the more you have, the more provincial trade power you gain, and the efficiency of embargoing people, which I don't mess with very often, because I normally just destroy them. But I am kind of tempted to take the 2 points of bonus to that, because we're not hurting for military power. And I think Austria just kind of hates us. They don't just kind of hate us. Do you want to be my friend? They really don't want to be my friend. Mainly, well, minus 1,000 because they're at war. No, they just don't. They want nothing to do with us. So we don't need to befriend them. We'll take that. Okay, let's go back to the war. Destroy that. Destroy that. Take that province. The one really risky thing with doing this, and I'm sure I've mentioned this in another episode, was setting ourselves up for the Ottomans to want to go to war with us. And the Ottomans will probably kick our butt. Unless France supports us in the war, which they might. We've been allies with France a long time. Actually, let's see what our trust with France is. It's not amazing. But we don't gain favors with them really fast. That's spend 10 and gain 5. just to help us out a little bit, because by the time we need them, we'll probably have the extra 2, because we're still kind of waiting for our aggressive expansion to go down with a lot of these countries, which actually that's pretty low. There we go, 25. Even that's low, so we can probably return and go to war with in Italy soon, which will be good. Oh, what did I do? I reset the siege timer because I clicked it for some reason. So we're at 96% war score, which is great. So we have a couple of choices. Let's see what we can take. We can take that core that I want. I like this a lot. So if we do that, we stop these guys from expanding and we cut them in half, which is mean, but it's tempting. Or we could just take that and have a nice little core of territory. Leave a place for the Ottomans to expand without bugging us, which I kind of like the idea of. Now, if I do that, I don't take this place as a vassal, which is an interesting idea. It would prolong the war because our overall war score would drop because we wouldn't have these 2 sieged. So we would probably have to continue this war for longer. Do I even care? I don't know that I care. Because I don't want tons of territory down here. I'm not supposed to be going crazy expansionist. I just want a foothold in this trade node so I can have some strong influence over it. I mean, as it is, I have 26, which is kind of impressive. Am I not clicked on the right one? Oh, I'm getting trade power from those that I'm just occupying. Interesting. So this is a glance at what I could have, 26%, just from that, which might be enough to, might be enough. I might be happy with that. Let's do that. Let's not be... We'll let these guys live over here and be a problem. We are just going to take this core set of territories. Out of curiosity, anything... This province is a better province for development. What about trade? 2.2. It provides 2.2 and it won't tell me. Now, will it tell me? 0.7 or 2.2. It's kind of better to take this and just take the Nile River. We let them expand as well, which we could go this way too if we want, because I know this one has trade power. Let's do this. It's really interesting. They will never recover. We will have massive, though. Oh, boy. Oh, the Ottomans will hate us so bad. Oh, that's gross. Okay, let's lose that. Let's cut it back a little bit. Huh. It's just so much territory that our aggressive expansion just from this will be so high. Okay, so if we just take the ones we originally wanted to take, it's not so bad. It's not quite as sexy, but it will do the job. Let's also make them pay us money monthly for a little while. And then we don't really want to make them release anything. Let's just make them give us 400 gold and monthly money and these core provinces. Done. You guys come back here. everything come back here. We'll get rid of the mercenaries so we don't pay them. Let's call this, which is going to be expensive. We can't call these two right away because we don't have direct connection to them. So basically we have to call this C line and then we'll call these two. Our overextension isn't so bad though because we didn't take quite as much as we were thinking of originally. Cardinal crosses the border. We don't need a cardinal because we don't... The Catholic Church just hates us. We can't gain influence with them, so there's no point. Let's lower some forts, improve our money. We're going to want to think, while things down here recover. Oh, they hate us so much. While things down here recover, you guys hunt pirates for now. Let's think about what we want to do next. They are protected by a lot of people. So while we want their territory, we don't want war with that. These guys are protected by France, which we're not ready to be at war with. What about these guys? They're in a nasty trade league, so we don't want to go to war with them. Switzerland, I think, was vulnerable, right? Why is Austria getting involved? Oh, they're part of the empire. So Austria will get involved as the leader of the empire. We could go to war with Venice again. That's probably the best way to do it. And then pull our allies in. Okay. Well, we still have a truce, so this won't happen anytime soon. But let's stop building a spy network so we can gain some claims. And then we will go to war with them and drag the Papal States in and our allies, and we'll be good. That will be a great next war. Why is a disaster looming? Religious turmoil. Currently in a disaster. Naples has completed the humanist ideas, have religious unity of at least 75%. So because our religious unity is so low, which is 74%, we might have a disaster, which could harm us quite a bit. Awkward. Okay, well, we'll want to try and fix that as soon as possible. We could convert this, but we want to change religions, which is infuriating. And we have a bunch of Sunni provinces now. It's spread to here. Can we just choose to change our religion yet? No, we don't have enough. Oh, wait, here. Oh, we could. Oh, our country is going to be in such a rough spot if we do that. But we could do it. I wonder if we had done that sooner, if we could have gotten a center of reformation. Basically, that's a place where the religion spawns. And it spreads from there. So there's 1, 2, 3 of those, and 3 of those. So we can't get more of them, unfortunately. France is still Catholic. I don't really want to hurt my relationship with them, but we can't stay Catholic. We just can't. I need to do that. And sooner might be better than later. Interesting. I kind of want to get the overextension down, though. Because we're going to have problems in that we need our armies everywhere. Detachment mercenaries, disband. Manage rebellion. Okay. We're also going to do this. We won't make much money from any of these provinces, but we just need to keep the rebellion down. Because our problem is we're going to have rebellion issues up here and rebellion issues down there. Let's core some of this land, and then maybe we'll switch religions and try and push for it. Because we don't want to convert our Sunni ones to Catholic to then have to change them later. That's just ridiculous. Very interesting. Getting little Discord prompts. Probably should have set that to not display. Interesting. I'll have to figure out. I wonder if I'll just cut that cover over it or something. I'll leave the talking in about it because I was the fool who left Discord running. But, you know, I'll figure out something. What was I doing? I was completely distracted by those messages because now I'm thinking about Stellaris, which is a fantastic game. And if you're not, and if I cover that, which I almost certainly will, you won't notice that it's someone asking me if we want to do a big multiplayer Stellaris day, which, yes, I do. But back to this. I'm really thinking of just doing this. Because this disaster is looming over us now. And it might hit us anyway. But I don't know what to do about it because I can't convert to this. So I think I need to just do it. Here, let's get our war exhaustion down to help with the turmoil. I have 3 stability, and yet still so many places are grumpy. Yeah, Cyprus would be grumpy. Let's do it. Let's do it and hope for forgiveness. We're going to go Protestant. We will lose 100 prestige. Will be removed from Naples. Religious zeal. Missionary strength versus heretics. Let's do it. But let's do it. What's Reformed? I think Reformed is actually really strong. I just don't remember what it does. So we're going to do that. Because I remember these being very powerful. Like, I actually remember how this works. Like, as the church gains power through events that happen, you can select up to 4 of these bonuses. And these bonuses are really strong. Like, really strong. You know, missionary strength, which we'll need to begin with, but we'll change later. But morale of armies, manpower recovery, production, unrest, lots of good stuff. So now everything needs to be converted. So we're going to start. The challenge we have is we only have 1 missionary, which is not ideal. What can we decide? Tolerance of heretics. Okay, so this will be a good one, but we don't want to do it now. Because everyone's a heretic right now. And a lot of those are going to be quick to convert anyway. It's basically you don't tolerate heretics as well, but you can convert faster. But these are all converting in 7 months, which is actually really fast. I would say your average is like 20 normally. And then bad is like 30 to, I've seen like 100. Oh, can we call more now? No, we're still calling. Not much time has gone by. This is probably going up real fast now. Because our religious unity is going to be what? 2%. Our religious unity is 2%. That's, you know, not ideal. We're not going to be going to war for a little bit because we're going to be trying to pull our country back together. We also have minus 45 prestige, so we have all sorts of penalties. So we're just going to relax here a little bit. Country before faith. What can do? We must trust them to remain loyal to us. Naples gets loyal unbelievers until September 3rd. Better spy network construction. Oh, 75% we get loyal unbelievers, or 25% we get disloyal unbelievers, or we gain prestige. We will take the prestige because we have a negative. Also, do I care if they can build spy networks in my territory? I do not. Keep converting. Now we're at 4% religious unity. You know, perfectly stable. Okay, less aggressive expansion. That's great, except for it doesn't matter to us. We're going to try and finish that up before we worry about turn. We do... I don't want the nobility to own things, but our troops aren't there, so we can't deal with the 7 noble regiments in rebellion. So they can have it, and we'll strip it away from you guys later. Oh, I hope that wasn't our really good military leader. Wait, was that 2 conversions successful? Wait, I have 2... Yeah, I skipped past something that was important because I have 2 missionaries now. Cool. That will help get us up a little bit. We're at 6%, which is awesome. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's a good place to stop it. We've got some good... We gained a good part of the Nile River, which is awesome because now we have 10% trade power, which isn't as massive as it was. We had like 26 when we owned a bunch of their territory, but we couldn't take everything we originally wanted to take. So we only have 10%, but that's still letting us transfer 3 gold up to our trade node, which is helpful. Now it'd be nice to own more of our trade node, but we'll get there. So that's excellent. We're setting up to attack Venice, which actually, let's quickly grab this claim from here. And we'll pull back our spy. We'll pull back our spy just so I remember. So that is an excellent next goal for us because it will let us take some of this, some of this. Hopefully, we will certainly have enough. We don't have the 10 favors, which is unfortunate because I spent a bunch on trust, thinking it would be a long time. So we'll see how that goes. We kind of want France in that war, but we need to stabilize our country and deal with the religious issue. So I think we'll be probably busy for the next episode doing that. So thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode.